This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com. Hi everybody, welcome to yet another countdown. I like doing these. This one is a top 10 of my surprise games of the year. Now, games that I have played and didn't know a lot about, but have found their way in my top 50 this year. And I've been blown away, or been completely blown away, and just say, wow, this is a great game, and this is going to be in my collection for all of eternity. Well, however long I'm given an eternity. Well, there you go. So, without further ado, why don't we start? At number 10 is a game that you're going to be seeing a live review this week. I really had a good time with this game. It's very thematic. It's something that I enjoy a lot, and I'm a big fan of. And I'm not a fan of IPs, but this was one that really got me. And that's Doctor Who Exterminate. This is a lot of fun. It can be a tiny clunky, but it's something that I played, and then I wanted to play again, and then, well, how about if I add in a few of these things, and so forth and so on, and it just steamroll into this you don't want to stop playing it because you're such a fan of the show, and you want to see how different enemies do against the Doctor. At number 9 is a game that I've been trying to play live for a while, and Janice and I just haven't hooked up, but I have played solo and have enjoyed a lot, and that's Battlestations. Battlestations is just fantastic. Now, it's an older, and it's a reprint, it's a re-release of Battlestations, but the minute you added the miniatures in there and everything else, this game is just a home run. And what you get with everything, with the storybook, with all the scenarios, and there's just so much going on this, that I absolutely adore this game. And this is going to be in I think the top half of my permanent games for forever, whatever that means. For a very, very long time, and I don't see it going anywhere. I really enjoy this game, and it has a lot of replayability. And number 8 is a game that I'm going to be showing off in the next coming weeks, and it's a game that I had met some people over at BGG Con, and they were demoing it. It became a Kickstarter, and they were talking about how good this game is. And matter of fact, Sam and I did a video on it, and it's Ascendant Kings. I finally was able to get it at Gen Con this year, and the final copy of it, and the miniatures are ridiculously beautiful. It plays fantastic. It's just a very underrated, fun game that we'll be showing off here, and I'm going to be painting live, and I think you guys are going to really enjoy what we have here. At number 7. Number 7 is a game that really caught me off guard, because I was more interested in another game that I saw at Gen Con, Enchantress, and I was blown away by that, and they handed me a copy of War of Kings. War of Kings is really, really a great game. I had a chance to play it a couple of times while I've been under the weather. Justin and I had a chance to hook it up and play, and the miniatures in it, the villages, the citadels, everything just really fits into this, and it plays very well, and the rule book explains everything. This is just a great conquest game that you're just going to find you're going to have a lot of fun with. It's just very, very enjoyable, and hopefully over the holiday we'll get a chance to play it live for you, and I think you guys will really enjoy it and look to get it. And definitely the Robinson boys have really knocked it out of the park. At number 6, another Gen Con game. When I was just walking around, I guess a lot of people knew about it, but I didn't know about it. I try to research some of the bigger games, but I always like to find games that are under the radar, but for some reason this wasn't under the radar, that a lot of people really knew about it, and all the tables were full playing it, and this is Unearthed. Janice and I played this live. You can check it out here on the channel. I love this game. I love everything about it. I thought it was fantastic, and no miniatures to paint, which is even better. But it was just fun to play. I really it's a game I'm never going to get rid of because I just enjoy it so much, and we had such a good time playing it. And number five is a game that I did a review for. I think I did a horrible job for it before it went on Kickstarter, and I think I was very new at breaking down games that were coming out for Kickstarter. So I had gotten a demo copy of it, and I did okay with it, but I didn't do great with it. But when I finally got the set in, and it came in with the Reaper miniatures, I was absolutely blown away by the maps, how well it plays, the whole role-playing aspect of it, and that's Witchborn. Witchborn is a home run, and I've been meaning to get with the owner to do a live stream with him. We've had, as you know, a lot of things pop up, so we had to cancel it, but we plan on doing it after the first of the year. I'll be getting hold of him, and we will be doing what we promised, because I really want to show you how great this game is. It comes in at number 5 as one of my all-time surprises of the year, and I'm just this is a game that is inching its way slowly up in my top 25. That's how good this game is. And number 4 is a game that I played in the beginning of the year with Tom Vassell, Stephen Bonacore, and Melanie. We played it live. It was recently in Miniature Market's big sale, and I told everybody to go grab a copy of this, and I did a quick review of it. Not a review of it, but just an overview. And again, if you really want to learn about this game, go to Watch It Played and check out how Rodney does it. The king of all things, Rodney. That's all I can say. Enough promotion for poor Rodney. But it is Ethnos. I butcher it every time. I can't get the word out. But as you can see in the picture here, the game from Cool Mini or Not, this is such a great little game. You know, the box isn't that bad. The box is about that big. I just looked at it, and there's just a lot of game in a little box, and it is so much fun. It plays well. It just, there's so many different ways to get points, that if you start one way and it's not working out for you, you can go another way, but you may fall behind a little bit. But there's also other ways where you can kind of catch it. Just there's so many decisions that you make, that you try to find the right one that works for you or you feel comfortable with. I love this game, and Janice loves this game, and it's just a lot of fun, and has found its way into my collection for all time. Number 3 is a game I never expected, didn't know anything about, and if these guys didn't talk it up to me, I probably would have walked right by it if the board didn't catch my eye and they go, hey, there's Sam Healy. And Sam stopped for a while, talked with him, and was like, wow, this really looks good. Well, after that, I walked around a bit, and then I went back and decided to get some film on this game because I was so intrigued and how passionate these guys were about this game, and how many years they put into this game, and how great this game was. And Fallen Land, I'm telling you right now, go to their website, Fallen Dominion. Go pick this up. You will not be disappointed. I'm going to be doing a solo play very soon. My good friend Jonathan Klee is sending me over the expansion that has the solo rules, so I'm looking forward to doing that. I've got a few weeks off over the holiday. Not only will I be painting, but we'll be doing a lot of live plays, and that is on my list to do. Number 2 is a game I played recently. Now, I'm a big dungeon crawl guy. I love dungeon crawls, but anytime that you can get a dungeon crawl and put it into a card game that I could play solo, you've got me. You win all the way. And that's Darkain and Ventura. This game is so unique in so many ways because you can play it almost like a magic game in a way where you're playing head to head against somebody and you have a life counter, and you know it's your elf maybe versus their dwarf. Or inside the box there's a whole story mode where you both can team up and co-op and play the game against the game. And it is just fantastic with tons of replayability. They've come out with 2 expansions to it. I bought everything there was for this. I absolutely love this game, and for me, I enjoy it. Maybe some other people don't, I don't know, but for me, this is just a fantastic game with beautiful art and is a absolute gem, and I love it. And that's at number 2. So what's number 1? Well, before we get to number 1, let's count everything down real quick again. Number 10, Doctor Who Exterminate. Number 9, Battlestations. Go get it. Jeff did a great job. Number 8, Ascendant Kings. Wait till you get a load of this. Number 7, War of Kings. What more can I say? Wait till you see it. Number 6, Unearthed. Number 5, Witchborn. Number 4, Ethnos. Number 3, Fallen Land. Number 2, Darkain Ventura. So what's number 1? I know you're all wondering. Blood Bowl's my favorite game. One of my favorite games of all time. Problem is you have to get and start a whole league. Well, this is a game that you can start with a whole league, but when you play it each time against somebody, it really is fun and stands alone as a game that you can play in a quick amount of time, but play against each other and still have just an enjoyable experience. And that, my number 1 game, is Techno Bowl. Brett Spivey, whew, brother, you made yourself a masterpiece there. And I'm telling you right now, thank you so much for everything that you've done, and we were so happy to help you out in any way we could. That when this game got produced and funded, that we couldn't wait for it to come out, and boy, when it came out, it did not disappoint. This game is just a blast. There's so much strategy in it. It's so simple and easy to learn, and the games are always so close. It always comes down to like the last second, and just, I've never played a game that has been a blowout, and this game is just amazing. And I never thought anybody can take and translate a football game, but this to me is the ultimate football game that you can, a football board game, and I really do love it. Fantasy football, well, that's Blood Bowl. That'll always be king. But this game is a masterpiece, and I absolutely love it. Well, there you go. My top 10 surprise games of the year. Well, guess what? Maybe you disagree. Maybe you don't agree. Maybe there's something I missed that you want to point out. Well, guess what? That's why we have comments in the bottom here. Leave your comments or send me an email at novaprimate60. I'm always anxious to hear what you guys have to say, and always enjoy reading your emails. And a lot of times I agree, sometimes I don't. But I always enjoy hearing from you. So leave your comments below, and I would love to hear your thoughts. And let me know if you agree or disagree. Well, until next time, it's your old pal Rob, and we will see you soon.